Hi everyone, and welcome to Vibes and Vinyl.
Hi.
Welcome to our first episode of Vibes and Vinyl. I'm Asia.
I'm Corey.
And yeah, so me and Corey have been talking about doing this podcast for a very long time, and so here we are.
Here we are.
Finally.
We here.
Finally, we in business.
We in business.
So,
let me pull it up.
So we just wanted to start this podcast basically because we love talking about celebrity gossip.
We do.
And you know, we just want to talk about all of the current events going on in the world, all the craziness, and sort of give our inputs on everything.
Just an opinion. Don't kill us. It's just an opinion.
Right. It's just our opinion.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Just our opinion. You know,
that's right.
Y'all got your own opinion. Whatever.
All that.
But so
okay,
yeah.
a little bit about us for our intro. Do we want to share anything?
Do we want to share anything?
Should we share anything?
They all know about us as they go on and watch it.
Yeah.
So
wait,
if y'all want to know more
that?
about us, then you just follow us on Instagram.
Okay,
period.
period.
And then you'll be good.
we don't need an intro.
Right, exactly.
We good.
So have you been watching any good shows lately?
I have. I've been watching a pretty interesting, I will go with interesting show, Lovecraft. I've been watching Lovecraft. Have you been watching?
Yeah, you know I've been watching that crazy show. That show is all over. It's a really good show, but it's just all over the place. Literally all over the place. There's good messages in it.
It does.
It's just all over.
It's hard to catch the message.
Very hard. Like you gotta watch. I think every episode I had to watch like 3 times.
Yeah.
I still understand what's going on, and I still didn't understand.
And we at the finale now, and we don't know if we're gonna pick up where we left off. Are we done? They leaving us hanging? Or
yeah, well, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about the show, just so that they understand what Lovecraft Country is if you haven't seen it.
After I tell y'all about the show, you still not gonna know what this is about. But I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so it has, you start off thinking, oh, this is gonna be a good show about, you know, African American people in the 50s. We're gonna get a little bit of history of a few of their struggles they went through, and then they bust out of nowhere with magic, and then they bust out of nowhere
with monsters,
with a monster coming out the ground, and then it's like, where are we going with this?
Then there was time traveling going on. It's like every episode I was thinking maybe the next episode is going to explain what happened in the episode I just watched, but it was never no explanation until the end. It was like, okay, now all the pieces came together finally, but you still wondering, like every episode, boom, it's a new character.
Yeah.
Boom, it's a new story.
And you're wondering how that relates to the previous episode that you watched, and you don't know that until maybe the following episode after that. Like, we didn't know how the Chinese girl, the Asian girl had anything to do with anything.
I was like, who is this? I thought I was watching the wrong show. I had to check, like, this is
we watching Lovecraft?
What is this? They all were in Japan. It was...
Come to find out, the Asian girl, and I don't know if I'm even being politically, culturally correct by saying Asian girl, but anyway, we know, those who watch know what I'm talking about. We didn't even know that was the girl that he hung up the phone on episode 1. When he hung up, you know, the phone abruptly, like, it go.
Yeah, he explained he had a girl back home, back wherever he was. They kept saying Florida, but I'm confused as to when he ever went to Florida.
I don't know.
But the show is really good. The point is,
okay, it's you're not gonna get it.
It's very confusing. It's all over the place, but it's good.
It's good.
They got a few hidden messages in there for Black people. You know, we took our magic back and all that. But I don't think it's gonna be a second season.
I love it though. We gotta pick up.
How are they going to the second season when everybody died? Atticus died. Christina died.
I know.
Letty's sister, who I still don't know.
We don't know. If you know Letty's sister name, please comment below. I don't know it. We need to know the name. Call ourselves doing a review. We need to know the name.
I don't know her name. Letty's sister. Okay, she died.
Everybody
died. And then really the way it ended, it's like, okay, well, you know, they received what they wanted in the end. Like, it's happiness, it's resolved.
Yeah.
So why would it be a second season when the story is resolved? Everybody's happy.
That's true though. That's very true. I didn't think about that. I was just hoping that maybe they revived the sister. I was hoping that she was in like a coma, like a state of a coma, and like they bring her back, and then maybe like miraculously, because we got magic in the show, maybe they found like in the Book of Names they found a spell to like revive Atticus, and like like they do something, like we create a whole nother storyline. I don't know, like
I just don't see that happening. I
love
basically, I love it too, but I see it. I see it
end.
ending like maybe, you know, they'll have another season like Black Mirror. If you ever seen that show, every season, well, every episode is different, but
it is, yeah.
American Horror Story, let's say that, like every season has a different theme.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking will happen, because I just don't understand how they're gonna revive 3 people.
I know, that would be a lie. That would be a lie. Like if they revived one, they probably ended it there. They wouldn't probably revive the sister and Atticus.
No,
and
I
like,
think so.
What if like, what's her name? The Caucasian girl?
Christina. Yeah.
Like she buried under these rocks and she did break her neck, so she couldn't come back.
Yeah, it's like, girl,
she couldn't come back from having her neck broken by the little girl. But wait, how we gonna, like, we gotta know like where the arm came from, like what we going with that?
The mom.
She did that, right?
Yeah, the mom did that.
We're not gonna go nowhere else with that storyline, like
I don't see what else you can do with the story. The story story, honestly, I mean the show, just thinking about it and breaking it down makes my head hurt. Kind of like another situation.
And y'all head probably hurt. Like, what are they talking about? Kind of
like another situation that makes my head hurt. Like this Tory Lanez and Megan situation, which I'm just like, I'm so over it. Every time I'm over it, it comes back up with some new development, and I'm like, what? We still don't know what happened.
We don't know anything.
We don't know what happened.
We just know that there was a happening, but we don't know what happened.
I would love to know like what truly happened. If you're not gonna tell us what happened, then stop talking about it. That's my point about it.
Like for real though, really, please. Like at this point, we're not coming with like, okay, this what happened, then after that, and then after that, and then boom. Then let's just wait till all the facts come out.
If some of our viewers don't know, and listeners don't know, Tory Lanez was, well, they didn't even say it until a while and later. Something happened on July 12th between Megan the Stallion, Tory Lanez, her friend Kelsey, Kylie was there. It's like all this stuff was going on. Nobody really knew what was going on. Megan got shot. She ended up saying she got shot. Months later, she ended up saying Tory shot her. Now, months later, he ends up being charged, which was like October.
He got charged, what, October 8th?
Charges were filed against him, on October 8th. And then
he spoke out just on live, like you all probably know, on October 20th.
Right.
On live, and didn't say a goddamn thing.
Right. Like, I'm trying to
30
understand. 30 minutes of not saying anything. Like, you still didn't say if you shot her or not. I'm confused.
He just recanted like what she said and broke it down like how you gonna say this, but that's all he did for 30 minutes. He didn't rebuttal like, okay, you said this, but actually this happened, or you said that and this actually happened. He didn't come back with any kind of clarification as to you lying, let me get the whole thing straight. No, he just broke down what she had to say.
Pretty much. And then at one point he was like, he said, nobody said you got shot but you. Everybody else knows what happened that night. I'm like, well, why ain't nobody saying nothing?
And I wonder why, like really why. Is there some sort of documentation they've all had to sign following the incident? Like nobody legally can talk until, like, what is it? Like, are they fearful of something?
I don't know.
Like why not the friend go to Instagram and like what is she afraid of?
The friend, I mean, I think her and Megan don't even follow each other. Her friend Kelsey,
they're not friends, right?
They don't even follow each other on Instagram anymore. They're not hanging out. They're not cool. This was her best friend before the fame.
Oh really? Yeah. I didn't know to what degree the best friendship was.
Yeah, the girl, I think she's from Houston too.
Her real friend.
Yeah, it's her real friend.
Dang.
And she's not talking about it. They're not following each other anymore. It's like, what happened? What is going on?
Do you think it had anything to do with, like, I keep hearing on, you know, because again, we love the gossip. So I follow my own podcast, my own blogs. And on there, they're like, oh, Megan went behind Kelsey's back to sleep with Tory, so you think that's why they're not friends? Because she found out that night, like, maybe that's why they were arguing.
I mean,
because maybe Tory was like, that's why
I heard so many stories.
With your friend. Like,
I heard so many stories. It's like, I don't understand. They said Megan shot herself at this point. Oh yeah, no.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
I think that's dumb. How you shoot yourself from behind in the ankle? It's like, yeah, they're making up all kinds of stories.
Are we really doing that? Are we really going?
They doing that. I mean, it's like, it's so funny how everybody is going in on Megan after she got shot. You know, regardless, this girl got shot.
Right.
She said Tory shot her. He still didn't say he didn't shoot her. You know,
he didn't. In that 35 minutes, he didn't. He. What do you want to like? He alluded to that I didn't, but he didn't come clean and go. Period. Like, I didn't do that.
Right. All he said was, "Oh, so basically you tried to leave the car and I shoot you, and then you get back in the car with me."
I can't.
I'm like,
I can't.
Sir, we don't know. We can't tell you.
We don't know nothing. We don't live trying to figure it out.
Only you can tell us, okay? Only you and Megan and whoever else was in that car. Kylie shot her at this point. I don't know. Nobody want to tell on Kylie. I don't know.
Okay, because one thing about it, she out of the situation. She like, don't invite me. I got my lawyers. If y'all say my name, period, I'm sending you paperwork. Don't
heard her name one time. Kylie,
and she gonna make sure, because you know immediately following she had Chris on that, she had everybody sending out paper. Don't discuss me. I wasn't there. I was at my mansion. That was y'all in that car. Like, leave me the fuck out.
Right. This behavior is not of me. I'm too rich. I'm too rich for this.
She ain't involved.
Man. But what's funny about it is that, you know, everybody discusses protecting black women, right? Mm-hmm. It's this narrative around protecting black women.
Yeah.
But here's this black woman who said that she was shot and wanted to protect this black man after being shot. And then you have people in the comments and, you know, everybody else, even him himself, saying things about her, going in on her. And it's like, how far are y'all really going to protect black women? Like, he even alluded to the fact that he is all about protecting black women, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it from our community. I'm not seeing it from black women themselves in the comments, you know, calling her Megan Smollett.
Oh, because she's lying.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, Megan Smollett.
Rude.
Yeah.
Okay, very rude. Because even if she didn't directly get shot, that was a traumatic moment in her life. She's never going to forget it. Even if it ricocheted off of the pavement and fragments hit her, at the end of the day, don't joke, because she still was in a car. Mm-hmm. Something went wild and it happened. We don't know how or whatever. But come on, let's not laugh, you feel me? Because if you was in the car and you got out and bullet fragment hit you, or a bullet or whatever, you wouldn't want people on the internet laughing.
No, talking about she was twerking 2 days later.
That part. she did have a quick recovery, but neither here nor there.
Right. She took a picture. What y'all want?
You just leave her alone.
You know,
like, at this point, you don't gotta bash the girl. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was a Tory fan. You know, not fan. Like, I don't like the word fan, but he was definitely in my playlist. You know. Anybody that know me know, I like, one thing about it, I will jam some Tory. But at this point, I don't know what to think of him or his music or what. I don't. For a lot of people, yeah. For a lot of people, no. For me, I don't be going off of no canceled. I don't really. I mean, look, R. Kelly, like, he could be canceled.
Why we gotta bring that up?
He could be canceled.
I mean, look, I say it a lot, and I'll say it again.
I don't know.
I cancel R. Kelly.
I can cancel him,
but the music.
I feel like I'm with you on that.
I'm not gonna cancel Step in the Name of Love. I'm sorry.
I feel like that's my take on Tory. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm partially waiting to hear what really, like, the court information.
Right.
For real, I don't want to hear nobody on live no more. I want to hear the court, what the hell happened, period, like the official information. But even after that, I feel like I'm with you on the separate the person from the artistry. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't have to want my kids around R. Kelly. I would never. I would never want, if it come out that Tory did that, it's like, man, F Tory then. But,
right.
You might still listen to Chicks tapes. You still might, because you having fun with your friends. You know what I mean? You don't have to, I support Tory because you dancing to Chicks tapes. Having fun with your friends and family. Like that.
What's crazy though is a lot of people, if you go in the comments on social media, are supporting Tory, talking about he innocent.
They are.
And
I've seen it.
This and that. Like, what makes him so innocent? Can you tell me, like, what makes him so innocent besides the fact that he took Megan's story and broke it down, not necessarily saying what he did or didn't do? They're
just saying he's innocent because he's making her look dumb. He like, I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to come for you or make you look really dumb. Like, I'm not doing that, but you are doing it because you're breaking her story down, making it like, how do you know I shot you when you walking away? And people taking that one thing and like, oh yeah, you making sense.
How can you identify who's shooting at you if you're facing the other way? How can you even identify criminal or malicious intent if you're not seeing what's going on behind you? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah,
okay, it makes sense, but it could be another side to that. You can't go off of like she didn't turn around real quick or you could be walking away hypothetically. Don't even quote me. I'm not even talking about them. But if it was me, I could get shot, turn around and see you holding a gun just because I'm walking away. That don't mean I don't know some sort of way who shot me because I could turn around real quick. Like, your instinct is to be like, you know what I mean? And if I hurry up, and if she might have done that, you can't be like, because Tory was just like, breaking it down, making me look dumb. And oh yeah, he got the point. You gotta wait till really all that come out in court.
When is it gonna come out?
What's this damn court day? I'm waiting.
We've been waiting. 10 years later, we still ain't gonna know who shot Megan Smollett.
We not.
According to them, like what's going on?
We don't know.
This is just a headache, man.
It's kind of like it's at this point.
Both of them need to drop it or come out and move on.
They do.
Because it's been months.
Like really 3 to be exact.
Yeah,
right?
It's been
going
3
on
months.
4. Like,
I'm tired of it.
At this point, my question is, if this were to be, a female that was not, black, like, how do we feel it would have played out? Would there be justice sooner? Would it be like Tory would have felt compelled to come out quicker? Do you feel like he was just more lax because it's like in the back of his mind, like, is she black? Like, she Megan? Like I can take my time? Or you feel like if it was a Kylie or any other whatever, you know what I mean, if it was a female that was not black, you think he would have reacted different in the public? Do you think the public would be reacting differently?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it wouldn't be a joke. Let's say he did shoot a woman that wasn't a black woman. It would not be a joke. It would be like, oh my God, this black man shot this woman. She would just be seen as a woman at that point, and it would be more attention on it. And I think the cops would have made the arrest way sooner. They would have seen like, okay, this guy has a gun, right? He clearly is in possession of this gun, and this woman needs to go to the hospital. He did it. Arrest him. It's that simple. People have been arrested for much less than that, and you see the crime. Basically, it's no need for you to say like, if my husband shot me, he shot me. He clearly did it. What you gonna do? The cops gonna just walk away from that situation, or what do you expect? They should be able to arrest that person because clearly you committed a crime.
Yeah, like with that, it took so long to even like, what we say, charged on October the 8th. Why? What was it? She didn't press charges up until recently? Is that why y'all took that long? Why did y'all take that long?
I don't think she pressed charges. I think they just filed the charges themselves and saying that the evidence surrounding it, making it seem like he did it. But if this was a different woman, a woman that wasn't black, I do believe that things would have
done it quicker.
Yeah, he would have been in jail.
You think he would have been in jail?
He would have been in jail.
I feel like, if she would have been Caucasian or anything.
Especially Kylie. Chris would have been sure.
Especially Kylie. And I don't know why that is. Why do you, so we got that down. Like, we feel like, and I think everybody would agree that, like, for whatever the reason, and it might be our music, it might be just our culture, like, all the stuff within our culture leading some of our black men to view us in this light. But for some reason, I want to know, why do black men feel like, I don't know, like unconsciously or consciously, they put women of other ethnicities above us? like things would be taken more serious if she would have been Caucasian.
Yeah.
Cops would have moved faster. Tory probably would have felt compelled to respond to the internet or put out a statement sooner if she would have been Caucasian. Like, why do our black men do that? Like, they black, we black. Why we not on one accord? Like, it's like we're here in their eyes, and Latinos are like here, and white is like here, or like maybe mixed between black and white is here, and then, you know, other like Latino then white, like, but we're like, but we got black mamas and everything.
Yeah, I think in the world's eyes, not necessarily black men, but in the world's eyes, black women can take things, you know, we're stronger, like we can take more. And this even has been said in the hospital, like in regards to childbirth. Right. Black women can take more pain. I've heard this from doctors, like recording videos. There's been videos online of doctors saying that they've seen the, you know, basically the systematic racism within the hospital, of how maybe they'll be more attentive to a white woman who just gave birth as opposed to a black woman, because they believe that we can take more pain. They just believe that we can take more. Like, our storyline is always black women, you know, single mother, working all these jobs, taking care of these kids. That's how some people see us, and they don't see us as, you know,
human.
We're not human. We, you know.
And for everybody that does not know, I am not like a really huge whale because I eat all day. I am pregnant, you feel me, and had to throw that in there. You feel me? Keep that in mind. Don't be like, why is her stomach so big? Like, she's sitting up there thinking it's all good. Like, what, she need to go exercise? Like, in a few months when y'all watch this, I'll be back down. Don't worry. Okay, wait on me. Okay.
Yeah. So, little mama. But yeah, I just think that in that aspect, the world just sees us as, like, I don't want to say inhumane, but yeah, just being able to fend for ourselves. Now, as far as our men, that's always something I've wondered. Like, why do black men put other ethnicities,
right? Like, why
above us?
With a whole black mama,
I know,
and auntie and grandma.
Maybe it's just something new to them. Like, it's just something new. It's not what they used to. It's not what they have. They've been around black women all their lives. Maybe it's kind of like.
But you don't see other like Indian men being like, "Oh, I want to go. I put a black woman above my Indian wife because I always be seeing mad Indians." Like, no, they don't. They be content with their nice Indian wife, and then Caucasian men. Now, some Caucasian men have an affinity for black women. It's like, oh, period. Like, black.
Oh, period.
Yeah, they be like, okay, you know, period. But you got overall, they're not gonna value a black woman over their white wife. They're gonna be like, no, like, my white wife is here.
Right.
And if I like a black woman, it's just because of the physical, like, I just like they blah blah blah, they thighs, they butt, they da da da. But they're not looking at us as superior to their white wife. Right. They're just looking at, they want to be grabbing and you know what I mean?
Kind of like when I was in college, they had some white guys that would try to talk to me, and I always felt like it was a fetish thing, like, ooh.
A fetish.
Yeah, it was like, ooh,
a fantasy.
Let me talk to that black girl, but I ain't gonna take her seriously. It's
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's just like
it's
a
thing.
Game.
Pretty much.
So really what we're saying is, no other, that I know of, no other culture puts no other woman outside of their race above the women in their race, but black people. No Indian men do that, Caucasian men don't do that, Hispanic men rock with a Hispanic ladies.
Right.
They don't
but really it's our culture overall.
Like,
our culture in general, you know, a lot of times it's just division, and that's with anything. That's with anything in our culture. Like how you never see white people on Instagram going against each other for anything that they did. Let's say that Megan was white and the whole race and everything was different.
Sure.
Do you believe that in the comments all these white people will be laughing and thinking it's, you know, a joke, or that it's just a laughing matter for that point? Our culture is not.
They will band together and get justice quickly.
Right.
For that Caucasian female that was shot, or even if she wasn't shot, it would be enough that you accidentally had put her in that predicament.
Right. And they'll be going in on people thinking it's funny. You know, there have been celebrities that came out and thought it was funny about Megan. Do you think if a white celebrity would have did that against another white woman?
Right.
That wouldn't be the case.
No celebrity Caucasian celebrity or none whatsoever, period, would have come forward laughing.
Right.
Making memes and jokes. And maybe that has to do with our culture's history, and we all know about slavery, obviously. Maybe it just stems from self-hate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
As a people, we haven't rid ourselves of the self-hate and enough to not hate on each other, not hate on ourselves,
right.
Want to be something that we're not, laugh at each other, compete with each other so bad. Like, it's just a mentality that I don't think that collectively we've overcome as a people, because if you look at it, unfortunately, and I don't want to be the black girl that brings up slavery, but it's true that it wasn't that far, it's not that far removed from
right,
us.
right.
You know, our, you know, grandma was just a slave. I didn't even have to say grandma like 5-7 times. I just had to say it's just 2-3.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Like, my great grandmother, like mother's, her mom was, you know, close to slavery. Like,
right.
And I met mother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she died at 80, what?
It was like close to 90.
Like almost 90.
Yeah.
And she was so close to slavery. So it's like we could touch somebody at our age.
Understands.
We could literally.
Or even segregation and all, you know, all the issues. Because people like to say slavery ended XYZ. Yeah, it probably
right.
did.
It did,
but it's still segregation. It was still, you know, all of these Jim Crow laws and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and still being sprayed with water hoses and stuff in the
all
street.
that stuff is not that long ago. What is 2020, and that stuff happened as far back as the 60s.
And my grandma, not my great grandma, but my grandma lived up the street. I can call her right now and I can still get the information as to what happened in the 50s and stuff, because that's how close we are to it.
Exactly.
My own grandma, like, it ain't even like she that far removed.
Right.
So I think it's just a mentality as a people. If this would have been a Caucasian or anybody, they would not be laughing like this, and we just got to get our shit together, because that's out of control.
Pretty much.
Laughing and playing, like,
pretty much. And you know, it's not like our culture is like that all the time, and not to say everyone is like that, because I think that black people as of lately have really been unified just with everything that's been going on.
We've been doing better.
Yeah, a lot better. You know, things not gonna change overnight, but you know, I think
we
that
got a little bit to go.
We're moving in a direction.
We moving. We can keep them momentum.
Stuff to shed. Yeah. So
I mean, we moving. I mean, but it got some stragglers. Like, all the people laughing and stuff, they bringing us back. We trying to take steps forward.
Social media.
And laughing and playing at other black people, we going back. Like, let's not do that. Let's stick together. Let's support them both and just get until we can get the facts and stuff. And like, come on, like, stop playing and laughing.
I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see, or I'm anxiously awaiting the result of what's going on with the situation, so that we can just be done with it.
We'll find out.
Be done with Tory and Megan, or bury it. Either way,
I guarantee you, we ain't gonna find out till after I'm good and skinny again. Okay, we're gonna have to wait until like we got a little time.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna have a whole 3-month-old before we get them results, because the way they dragging.
They are definitely keeping us entertained on a slow pace, but
yeah, they are. But I wanted to ask. This is my like kind of like final question, kind of in relation to the situation. Like, okay, he came out with the live video the other day, like basically saying how is she trying to protect me? What did she do? Like, she the only one running around here like, oh, you shot me, like, that's not protecting me. Okay.
And I'm trying to protect this man. I'm trying to protect this man because at the end of the day, it's niggas getting shot out here. She then throws the black card at me. I'm trying to protect this black man. My love, nobody ever reported that you got shot but you. So how are you trying to protect me? At what point were you trying to protect me?
That could be his opinion, but my question specifically is, when should a black woman protect herself? In what type of a scenario? Even if you're married to a black man and you feel like things are getting heated, you might have been disrespected physically, you know, it might just be getting too loud and too aggressive, like, for you.
right.
Just because you're married to them and have kids with them, or not have kids with them, or just dating them, what are you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Allow all that behavior to keep going on in your face, and you just cross your fingers like, well, I hope it don't escalate, because I don't want to call the cops, because we're black, I'm fearful he might get shot, they may shoot me, you know, as black people, we can call the cops, and then they should be revered as people that are coming to help us, rescue us, save us, because they're police.
Right.
But for us, in our eyes, the cops, we don't view, as a people, we don't view the cops as our saviors.
Right.
You know, I think maybe if we were Caucasian, we might. You're going to feel like, oh, if I call them absolutely nothing, they would never pull a gun on my husband, on me. You're going to feel more confident calling the cops for help. As a Caucasian woman, if things get heated in your household. But for us, we do have to stop and be like, dang, do I rather just get through this argument or this confrontation and hope nothing escalates? You know, do I just do that, or do I call because things are getting a little heated, but risk like, oh, my boyfriend or husband or child's father getting shot at, or because we're black?
Right.
I don't know. At what point should we call for help or involve the authorities?
That's true. I mean, it's a lot of times we don't feel like we can go to the authorities for that, you know, especially when it's involving a black man. It's kind of our job in the family to protect our husband or boyfriend, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's our job to protect them. It's not, and that would be putting them in danger, but you do have to wonder, like, who protects us? You know?
Yeah, and that's what my question is. What do you think, when do you think you should call? Like, if you were in your own home,
yeah,
do you never call? Do you never call because you don't want to be like, knock that down?
That's a good question, because if things ever got to that level in my home, I couldn't even see myself calling the cops. I couldn't see myself actually wanting to call them on my husband. I'll probably call my mom, who, that's pretty much like the cops. I'm calling my mama.
In some situations, that is pretty close.
That's pretty much like, I think he'll back away. He might do the same thing he'll do as if I say, I'm calling the cops. You know? Yeah. So I think that's something I would do. But, you know, I would be very hesitant to call on him, because I'd be wondering, like, you know, are they going to arrest both of us? Are they going to come in here shooting? Mm-hmm. You know, things just happen.
Yeah.
Things happen. And it's like.
So you think as a whole, what black women should, if they're getting into any kind of a fearful situation in their home or in public, you think that they should just shy away from calling?
I don't. I mean, that's just my opinion as far as like what I would do with my husband. You know, if somebody has a gun on you, or you feel really like they're threatening your life, then you know, call the cops.
More severe incidents, you feel like you should call. What do you think about Megan? You think she should have spoken out sooner?
Oh yeah. I don't understand why
trying to protect him.
I understand what she means behind the whole thing of trying to protect the black man, you know, things going on in the media, blah blah blah. I understand that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, that ain't your man, that ain't your husband, that's somebody you're talking to, and he decided he was gonna pull out a gun and shoot you. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm singing. I am singing.
Yeah,
he did it. Okay, that'll be me right there. He did it. Him.
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Daystar. What did we laugh about that the other day?
Daystar.
I can't.
Okay, it was Daystar, sir. It was him.
It was Daystar.
I would tell him.
I can't.
I don't know you like that. Like.
So wait, you feel like, okay, I get what you mean, but what if they were? Do I want to go deep? Like, what if they were together? What if they were married? What if they were?
But he pulled out a gun. I feel like in that instance, in that instance, you shot me.
Okay, so you husband or not at that point.
Husband or not, you shot me. Yeah. You trying to kill me. I mean, not saying Tory was trying to kill her, but the point is, like, you threatened my life at this point. You pulled out a gun. I could have very well died. Like,
if it would have been aimed at
right, if it would have been aimed right, I could have very well died. So you asking for me to call the cops? You want me to call the cops?
Yeah,
I'm doing it for you. Pretty much.
I want to know, like, and maybe I haven't been in the loop enough to know the facts. Like, I don't know if he shot her deliberately because they were arguing, or did the gun accidentally go off in her direction. The story is, according to Megan, when she actually came out with on Instagram
the explanation about it, she said that they were arguing about something. She wanted to get out of the car. He didn't want to let her out the car. She left the car anyway, and then he shot her. That's the story.
Said, like, it wasn't an accident.
Yeah, she said it was not an accident. She actually said he shot me on purpose. Okay. That's what she said.
And he didn't rebut that.
He said exactly what we just heard him say on live.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't go into anything.
No, he just said that sounds stupid. Basically, his point was that it sounds stupid.
Alluding to the fact that he didn't shoot her on
Pretty
purpose.
much.
So we don't know whether it was an accident or if you aimed it. But according to Megan,
She said he didn't.
he aimed it and everything. Well, let's just see. Ooh, that's why it's like, I'm not finna go on and on about it. I mean, we don't know nothing to go on and on. You know what I mean? I guess that was just our opinion on what we do know. A few questions
so
that
we'll keep looking
branched
out.
off, but
Yeah, we'll keep looking out for that story and see how that turns out.
Because I'm
but-
glued to it. I'm glued to it. I
Me
want to
too,
know.
child.
I want to know.
Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to our new episode, our first episode.
I know.
So show us some love, show us some support.
Yeah.
You can follow us at Vibes and Vinyl on Instagram.
Mhm.
And yeah, we'll check in with you guys again soon.
Period.
Bye.
Bye.